Whoa. Is today a holiday? I think it is. So if you're with me here today, I truly appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to Filmtopia Live. My name is Ricky, and this is Filmtopia Live. Um, Ka-chow! Shout out to Jonah for that one. I just want to let you guys know the reason why you heard me say ka-chow has to do with hold on a minute. The reason why I said ka-chow, it has to do with you guys get to open each Filmtopia live episode. So essentially, I start the show with saying, "Hi, my name is Ricky. This is Filmtopia, and blank blank." You get to fill it in with the famous movie quote, and Kevin Durant. Member of our community, as well as Jonah, have now officially been a part of the openings to Filmtopia Live. But if you're new around here, welcome. Filmtopia is essentially a place for movie lovers and movie makers. So if you like anything to do with movies, Filmtopia is the place for you. And additionally, Filmtopia Live is a morning style talk show where we get to talk about all things, movies, trending, relevant news to that day. So today we have a good one for you. We have a few topics, and I can't wait to get it started. But let's head over to the chat and see how everybody's doing. Guys, I'm a little rusty. The weekend was a little long, so please keep in mind that yeah, as you could tell. But I see the chat. Wow, let's go. Perfect. Let's see. Oops. If only I could remember how to do this. All right, we've got Wally in the chat. Wally says, "You're the best." Well, thank you. No, you're the best. You're the best. You're the best. You're the best. Oh, man. Jared's in the house. Awesome, man. Jared, thank you for being here. Shout out to Jared, an awesome fellow YouTuber, fellow content creator. If you have not already seen, and I've probably said this a million times, but I'll say it 1,000,001. Me and Jared had an interview on his podcast called The Hive Podcast. If you're not already tuning in, what are you doing? Go check it out. It is both on his YouTube channel and on basically every streaming music platform. And it's under The Hive Podcast by Jared Spink. And we had an awesome talk. It's actually, I think, my first podcast ever, my first appearance as a guest on someone else's podcast. So it was pretty cool to be a podcast on my favorite podcast. Really cool. So, Jared, thank you so much. And yes, SD representing, you know the vibes. And the reason, too, is because we are actually really good this year. I've always been a Padres fan. I've always been a loyal Padres fan. I've never jumped off the bandwagon. And I guess a little insight, if anybody wants to know, I am a Padres scholar. So I feel embedded into the organization. A Padre Scholar was this scholarship they used to give away. They ended it a few years back, but as a seventh grader, I earned a scholarship, and it was really cool. Got to go on the field, got to meet Jake Peavy, Greg Maddux, Brian Giles, all the old 06, 07 crew. But anyways, let's this is not Sportstopia, this is Filmtopia, so we'll get back to films. Let's see. Jonah's in the house, our awesome one of our co-hosts, one of our Stafftopians, one of our moderators. So Jonah is in the house. Thank you for that, my friend. Let's see. And Ramesh Shamnad. Thank you. Hello. Awesome, guys. Well, I just want to welcome everybody. I just want to make sure everybody's settled in. Today we have a show that is actually co-hostless. And one of the reasons why is because it's the long weekend, and today's a Monday. That's a little weird in the sense of it's not a business day. It's not a I didn't know this, right? Like until Friday, like I didn't realize the observance holidays. So if there's a holiday that's on the weekend, there's an observance holiday either the Friday before or the Monday after. And so I just thought, you know what, for this Monday, I'm going to go ahead and do this one solo just to get a feel for what it's like to do it alone because, stuff happens or people can be on vacation and I want to be able to learn how to navigate this show with like a minimum of one, right? Whether that's me or whether that's another co-host, because maybe I'll be on vacation or something. I just wanted to check out what it feels like to do it alone. And it's funny because I used to do if you're not already tuned in, make sure you tune in tomorrow for the Loki watch party, because that's going to be really, really cool. But that's with, a whole bunch of panel members and awesome stafftopians that come on and help me, and we just really talk and vibe and react to the episode. But I was thinking, it's funny, this isn't necessarily new to me doing this right now solo dolo, because I used to do this during the WandaVision live streams, as well as the Falcon and the Winter Soldier live streams, like up until episode 5. So this is interesting. This is something, like I said, I want to be able to learn how to do. And I can't wait for tomorrow. We'll be back to regular scheduled programming with our co-host. And but today you get to enjoy me in the SD hat and Jonah in the chat. And Ramos says, nice reviews. Well, thank you so much. William says, yo, 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 yo. Well, William, welcome, my friend. Thank you for showing up while you can. I know, like I said, everybody, today is it's a day where it's an observance holiday. So even though July 4th was yesterday, today, Monday, is still, I guess, National Hangover Day or something. But yeah, we're just going to vibe a little. We're going to talk about some things that I saw over the weekend. And this morning, there wasn't too much, but over the weekend, there was some good stuff. And so without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Before I do that, though, I just want to make sure in the chat, guys, how does the audio and video look? Is it all good? Would love to make sure that that's the case, and then after that, I'll definitely really start this. Let's see. But in the meantime, I'm gonna pull up one more. It says, William says, saw a Nationals-Dodgers game yesterday. Not my teams at all, but a ball game on the 4th is about as American as you can get. Yeah, the MLB was actually wearing a bunch of, or at least the Padres were. I saw the Padres versus the Phillies, which we won, baby. We won. And we kicked their butt. But yeah, so... All right, awesome. I got the all good. Everybody thinks it's all good. And you know what? I haven't checked if the Dodgers lost yesterday, but I hope they did. Pyro Hell is in the house. You already know. Woo! On my end, it doesn't show. Yeah, I see it. Jonah says, what a week we have ahead of us. Every morning here on Filmtopia live, as well as Loki and Black Widow watch parties. Jeez Louise. Thank you for saying that, Jonah. This week is jam-packed with Marvel. This is like Marvel MarvelCon this week. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'm really excited about it. But while you're here, everybody, make sure to hit that like button so this video can get out, and hit that subscribe button if you enjoy what you're watching. And let's do this. And unfortunately, Jonas says Dodgers won. Oh God. No. No. Oh man. Let's see. Okay, everybody. Well, I do want to just say, like I said, today is a little different and a little differently structured, so I'll definitely be hitting up the chat a little bit more. And but with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so as soon as Filmtopia Live episode number 2 ended on Friday with Anthony and Jonah, we had a grand old time. We were wrapping up the first week of Filmtopia Live, which again, it's a working experiment. It's a work in progress. So, it's going to improve little by little. And I thought as the first 2 episodes came about, I thought they went really well. But as soon as we ended, I had to go do some stuff. And then all of a sudden, boom, I'm getting tweets. I'm getting notifications. And apparently we were coming off of the Spider-Man No Way Home merchandise reveal, right? So Marvel.com, actual Marvel. This wasn't leaks. This was actual factual. And we see all the Spider-Man Funko Pops. We see J. Jonah Jameson figurines. We see all types of things. And we were really excited because it's the first Spider-Man No Way Home merchandise. Is the first for all of that. And we haven't gotten a trailer yet. We haven't gotten a teaser yet. But, with the Marvel, Funko Pops and all those things coming out, to me, it felt imminent. And one of the arguments I've made, or one of the points that I made last week, which I thought was going to happen, was I think it's coming very, very soon. I actually think it's coming this week. So on top of Loki episode 5, on top of Black Widow, I think they really, really want to get momentum behind it. And what a better way than to attach a teaser trailer or a little excerpt from Spider-Man No Way Home. You put that right in front of the IMAX viewing of Black Widow, and I guarantee you people will flock. The world right now is still not back to normal, and that's unfortunate, but I really do think that those that are willing to go to the movies as of right now, I think is if I'll put it this way, a Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, teaser, or a little promo right in front of Black Widow would get that person that's on the fence, on the edge, to go to the theater and watch it. Especially if it's exclusive, kind of like how Jurassic World Dominion did in front of Fast 9. So that's my theory, right? But then, like I said, after last Friday's episode, the internet turned ablaze, and let me show you why. Yes, I didn't even pose a question. I didn't nothing. It's Zendaya and Tom Holland. Just look at them. Just look at them, right? Firstly, I want to say this is not a gossip channel. This is not one of those types of channels. So I'm not going to show any of the other pictures where they're smooching, but they were smooching. I'm not going to lie. But the reason why it's relevant and why we can talk about it is because I think there's something behind this. I think that this is more than just a photo op. I think this is more than just gossip. And I have like myself, I have a belief as to what is going on here. And I'm going to explain it to you right now. Now, before we do that, let me hit the chat really quick. William says, is there a Black Widow watch party planned? Yes, there is a Black Widow watch party planned. Thursday evening going into Friday, or wherever you are in the world, whenever that first minute in which Black Widow comes out, there will be a watch party here at Filmtopia. Do not worry about it. It's going to be a blast. We are going to probably go a few hours before. We're going to go live a few hours before. Same format as the Loki watch party. So, yes, William, thank you for asking that. Let's see. And Jonah, thank you for that. Yes, exactly, Jonah. Thank you so much. Melanie's in the house, everybody. Welcome, Melanie. Melanie, hello. Melanie's an awesome fellow content creator. If you have not already checked out her channel, make sure you do. I love it. It is very inspirational, and it's very, what's the word? It's like very soothing, informative, and positive. And I love that. I love that, guys. I don't know if you guys know this, but on my end, for what I'm trying to build over here, those are like very core values that I hold near and dear, because I want this place to be a safe space. I want this place to be a happy place. I want you to get, I want your spider senses to tingle in a good way whenever you think of Filmtopia, because I know there's certain like parts of the internet where for me it's sometimes too much, or it's just like it's really negative, and I want to be the antithesis to that. So with that said, yeah, and William, yes, here's one thing. So you got tickets for Black Widow. Well, I'm going to watch it the next week in theaters. I'm going to make sure, though, I'm going to do the watch party here with you guys. And and here we go. So William says they got to be trolling. So now let me go back to what we were talking about, which is Zendaya and Tom Holland. Now, like I said, this isn't a gossip channel, so I wouldn't talk about this unless I theorize something. If you look at all the photos that have come out, right? Me personally. Now I'll give you two things. One, I do hope it's true. I hope that they're happy together. I hope that they actually this is real. But I do think the timing of them like coming out as a couple or coming out as like love interest in real life and not just in the movies is very peculiar. And the reason why is because that was a huge like internet breaking moment. Um, they were trending number one. They were, talked about in all like the entertainment circles. And to me, on my end, I'm more reading it. I'm trying to figure out, okay, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you guys. I really am. But I want to know why the timing. Like why? Okay, so you in the morning you had Marvel Funko Pops. You had the Spider-Man No Way Home Funko Pops, which included Zendaya and it included Ned uh, and Tom Holland. So I'm wondering, the internet is already ablaze due to the fact that we saw our first promo for No Way Home. But now, on top of that, it's doubled down with like a celebrity couple that I guess the world would is already in love with. Like I don't even know what the combined name is. You know how like Brad Jelena or all these names where they combine this. So Zen Tom, Tom Daya. I don't know. I don't know what to call them, but I will say that um, they're a very very popular individuals. They're very very popular. I mean, I'm talking hyper popular. I'm talking about celebrities that get fan pages times a million. Like they are celebrities that are not, I guess, normal celebrities. They're hyper celebrities, and so you take that into account. You take into account the fact that No Way Home got its first sort of promo, and then you take into account that this coming week is Black Widow week, is Loki episode 5 week. It's ABC, which is owned by Disney, hosting the NBA Finals Game 1 and Game 2 week. So now I'm creating this hodgepodge of like Blues Clues, and I'm putting them all together, and this to me is leading me to believe that this coming out party of them as a couple, and again, I hope it is real. I don't think it's fake. But them kissing and then them doing this pose, this right here, what you see on the screen, um, that to me told me this Friday, attached to the Black Widow trailer or to the movie, we are going to get a Spider-Man No Way Home teaser, trailer, or just some sort of visual motion picture view of the movie for the first time. And directed by John Watts, I think it's going to be probably one of the biggest MCU projects ever. I'm thinking it's going to come in second place behind Endgame. I'm not like I'm. How would I put it? There's people may say that that's very very far from the case, and while I agree with them in another life, in my head right now, I see this movie as breaking the internet, as breaking box office records, and as a huge roaring back of the theaters. But I think it's going to be an anomaly. I don't think the theaters will be ready by then, will be primed by then. Like, I think, as Anthony stated on Friday, summer 2022 will be the week. I'm sorry, will be the time where I think movies are back to normal. So Jurassic World Dominion will really benefit from that. Perhaps the Batman, which is more towards May or April or March, might benefit from that. But I think this movie coming out December 17th is going to be an anomaly. And it's going to be one of those movies where people out there that are still hesitant of going to theaters will make this their one movie they actually go out and watch. That's my opinion on it. Guys, in the chat really quick, I want to know yours. Am I thinking way too much, or is, if you've guys seen it, I just think this was super photo op-y. I think it was super not set up, but I think it was purposely done on that Friday. I think we're already looking about it. I'm talking about it on a Monday. I'm talking about a Monday. This happened Friday, and then this is just turning that wheel for that Spider-Man No Way Home marketing campaign. But I want to know in the chat really quick, what do you guys think? Are you guys on the same boat with that? Like, or am I just like the only one that's thinking that right now? Let's see. Yeah, William says the pot's heating up for Spider-Man 3. Exactly. And I think this right here, what you see is, I think that's the first bubble or boil. I think it's been heating up. The stove has been on. If you touch the stove, you will burn yourself. But I think right here was that first bubble of boil. Jonah says, I hope this movie will live up to the hype and expectations. And to that point, Jonah, I think this is going to be, again, an anomaly of a movie, of an experience, of an event. I think this will be a historic time in movie history, because going back to, this is direct, like, we have a good producer at the helm. We have Kevin Feige, Victoria Alonso, everybody at the MCU, which is tried and true. We can trust them. So we know we're going to get good product. Then you've got John Watts, the director, who's done a great job, and he's been penned in as the director for the Fantastic Four. So that means they're giving him a huge project. They love what he's done. And plus, I love what he's done in Homecoming and in Far From Home. Okay. So then we've got Tom Holland, possibly the most famous actor of his age, or around his age group. He's like the leader of that. He's like the DiCaprio. He's like the Chalamet. He's like like I said, the main dude of his thing. Then you got Zendaya, which is the same thing for her age group and for her demographic, all that stuff. And you just have this hodgepodge. You have this coming together of hype, and you have this coming together of expectations. And I think they're going to marry each other perfectly. Now, the one thing I will say is, Jonah made this point last week, which is, if they don't come through, if all this was truly rumors about the Tobey Maguire stuff and the Andrew Garfield stuff, then guess what? There will be a hit to the movie. There will be a big release of air, or it will be very deflating to know that it was all just wild rumors. But the amount of rumors and the amount of talk there is about the Tobey Maguire stuff and Andrew Garfield stuff, I don't think Marvel would risk something like that. I think they would have came out flatly said, and I'm talking Kevin Feige, because I know the actors can kind of jump around. Like, they've said they're not in it, but we've heard that before. But I think in order to really put the nail in the coffin, or like stop that talk, I think Kevin Feige could have come out earlier and said, hey, you know what? Garfield and Tobey Maguire are not in this. Please stop saying that. You guys are only going to hurt yourselves when you go to watch it. Like, it's going to hurt you if you don't see them. And another thing he said recently, which was at the Black Widow premiere, he actually gave an interview to someone, and he told that reporter, he told them, not every rumor you hear on the internet is true. And then ... and ellipses, he said, not every rumor you hear is false either. So that right there, that gave me a huge boost of confidence in the fact that we're hearing things. And while some stuff is like really, it's not true, there are reports of other things, and those can be true. So, Jonah, I think it's gonna live up to hype and expectations. That's my thing. Melanie says, thanks so much. No problem, Melanie. I wouldn't say if I didn't mean it. So, yeah, I love sharing. You know what, the other thing too, I love sharing channels on this channel that I believe in, that I feel invested in, that I feel again shares those types of values. So Melanie, anytime, you should jump on a live stream one day. We would love to have you. Yeah, and you're saying that this definitely helps the marketing campaign. Most definitely. That's the whole point to this segment, because while I think they really are in love, and I'm happy for them, I think this was done purposely, because I don't think they called the what do you call them, the paparazzi. That So this is what I'm saying. I don't think they called the paparazzi and said, "Hey, come over. We're gonna do this. We're gonna stage this." No, I don't think that happened. I think that they finally stopped being that they started being careless with their privacy, kind of, because they know that they can't hide it anymore, and plus the perfect timing would be now. It's going to get their movie to really get that hype going. Let's see. William says, I think they know how many people are crazy about them, and they are just messing around with the paparazzi. So that's one of the theories I had on Friday, or when I first saw this, and especially when I saw this photo. When I saw this photo, I'm like, oh, that's them trolling us. That's them trolling us. But I flip my thinking, and I think that, no, I think they actually like each other. But I think that one right there was for the paparazzi, like that little that little those smiles they have. Wanted 200-761 says hi, hello Wanted, thank you for being here. Jonah says, with Electro and Doc Ock being confirmed by Feige's comments on Melina, yes. And going back to that interview that he did on the red carpet for Black Widow, thank you, Jonah, for that. So Kevin Feige also confirmed Alfred Molina's Doc Ock. Like, they asked him something, and he said, I don't know, you're gonna have to ask Alfred Molina about that. And but no, he was basically confirming, I'm butchering the quote, but he was essentially confirming that Alfred Molina is in Spider-Man No Way Home. But when Alfred Molina revealed that himself, that was actually a spoiler that Kevin Feige might not have been too happy about. I think since it's been a while, I think it's been like a month since that came out, I think he's cooled off, and he's accepting the fact that it's out there. And Jonah and you guys are in the mindset of that, that they're just really good friends and they're putting on a show. We will find out. Monish, what is going on, Monish? Thank you for being here. Hello. The boys are not here today. It's just me today. It's a solo show. But again, it's because I'm trying to experiment on some things. But back to regular scheduled program will be tomorrow, and you'll definitely get more opinions and more views on this. So thank you for that. And yeah, Jonah's wishing Monish a great day. But that right there, guys, as you can tell, I am not one for the rumor mills. I am not one for stuff like that. But I am one for, what does this mean for the MCU? Like, what does this mean moving forward? And so I always try to think stuff like that when I see stuff like this. While I am very, very aware that this is not something I want to harp on, but I think this peculiar moment in time, them, Zendaya and Tom Holland, coming out as a couple at this particular moment in time is peculiar. I think it's purposeful, and we'll find out very soon if this was all staged, if they're not really a love interest. And yeah, welcome to Lovetopia. Thank you so much for watching. But here we go. The other thing I wanted to say, though, right? I wanted to now segue into more Marvel-centric stuff, is this right here. So I want to show you guys this. So this morning I saw that there was a question being posed on Twitter, and the question was, out of these projects that you see on screen right now, which one is your most anticipated MCU project? So chat, what I need you to do is, I need you right now to type into the chat, out of these, if you could only have one, and I'm talking just one, which one of these is the one you have to watch, the one that is you would buy 10 times over, the one you would go see in theaters 5 times. I want to know, and while you do that, I'm going to go ahead and give you mine. So as you can see, right? As you can see on my shirt, I have my favorite project at the moment, which is Loki. Loki is absolutely the most incredible like talking about hype meeting expectations, that's Loki. But on screen, what is my most anticipated MCU project? Well, let me break it down. Essentially, I would want to just say each and every one. I would want to say I definitely I'm looking at the screen and I see one from each side that I don't know how I could pit them against each other. But let's see what's really quick before I reveal which one's my favorite or my most anticipated. Let's go down the list. So Shang-Chi, right? Shang-Chi already has its trailer. Its marketing campaign has already started. It looks fantastic. The second if you want to talk about like Empire Strikes Back versus A New Hope, like the second one being better than the first, Shang-Chi's second trailer was incredible. It was incredible. I truly am really excited because of not only the representation it's bringing to the screen, but because it's just sheer fun. Like it looks like sheer goodness in a bottle. Shang-Chi is going to do amazing as well. And Simu Liu is now in our stratosphere. He's now in our will forever be etched as a superhero, and I think that's really really awesome. So we have Shang-Chi, right? We have Miss Marvel, which is reportedly coming out this year, but there's no official word on that. Miss Marvel, I think, will be a very interesting Disney Plus show due to the fact that how's it going to fare in the grand scheme of all the things that have come out so far? So one of the things about Miss Marvel is, will it be more like kid, like friendly? Will it be on par with like Captain America, WandaVision, Loki as far as like theme, as far as maturity? I don't know. I can't necessarily tell right now. We will find out, but from what I've seen, like from on-set photos, from stuff like that, what I've come to find out is that it looks more on the side of being kid friendly. But I, as an adult, will still love it, but I really do think it's going to end up there. So then we have Hawkeye, right? Hawkeye, I think I think Hawkeye is going to surprise a lot of people. I think that Hawkeye is going to have some sort of Loki-esque, like, somewhat surprise. Because the thing with Loki, everybody, the general, like, take on Loki was, like, I didn't know I needed a Loki show. At least that's what I've heard. At least that's what I've, like, been around, which is I didn't know, like, Loki was actually one of my least anticipated. It's not that it wasn't going to be good, but least anticipated. And then once you watch it, once you get into it, you're like, wow, I didn't know I needed this. I think Hawkeye is going to have the same sort of effect. And with its actor, Jeremy Renner, I think it's going to be if it's anything like what we saw at the beginning of, or if it has spurts, right? If it has flashbacks, or if it has whatever you want to call it, like little moments where they have the vibe like they did at the beginning of Endgame, which is him doing damage, and which I think that is the case. I think it's going to be a series where he's like, he has PTSD about what he's done. And so I think that show right there is going to be a show we didn't know we needed until we're watching it. I think the action in it is going to be awesome, and the passing of the torch there will be awesome as well. So that's the first three on screen, right? Let's see. Really quick, I'm going to go to the chat because I know I've been talking a lot, but really quick. So Monish says, I can't wait for July 9th, Black Widow on Disney+. Yep. Monish, like I said earlier, make sure you are here for the watch party for that. It's going to be really, really awesome. Let's see. So, Pyro, and I like the way you divvied this up, which is for movie, I would do Doctor Strange 2, and for series, She-Hulk. Okay, so I really like that. As a matter of fact, I thank you for that. Thank you. Oh man. Okay, what I'll do in a bit is I'll give you like my first most anticipated if I can only have one, but then I'll also do the movie and series. And if you guys want in the chat, do that as well, even though earlier I said you could only have one. William says, I'm most looking forward to the Multiverse of Madness. The rated R factor excites me, and I just love Doctor Strange in general. That being said, I am most interested to see the route Black Panther 2 takes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And going to that rated R factor, I don't think they're holding on to that like they originally planned. So Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was supposed to be a horror the first Marvel horror movie type of vibe. And they were discussing like the rated R, but they're not going to do that for the movie. But I think it will retain a lot of rated R maturity and rated R like qualities, which I'm so stoked about. I'm beyond the moon about. Let's see. So let's see. Here we go. Jonah says, so for the hype, Spiderman. Realistically, Multiverse of Madness, and ultimately Quantumania. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like the way you put that, Jonah. Jonah says Miss Marvel will fit somewhere in between WandaVision and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I haven't really been the biggest fan of Kamala in the comics. I hope they do her justice. So, as far as that goes, I think she will be a character where she gets a boost from. She will get a boost when she's brought to the screen, right? So there are characters in the comics that maybe people weren't the biggest fans of, or maybe didn't even really know. So such as the Guardians of the Galaxy, they weren't by the general public really known, and then James Gunn brings them to the screen, and that's history. Everybody knows who the Guardians of the Galaxy are now. So I think Ms. Marvel is going to get that same sort of thing where when she comes to the big screen, when she comes to the silver screen, it's going to be, it will change her people will know her. So let's see. Sam Creative is in here. What's up, man? What's going on? Welcome. William says, I'm not a fan of Ms. Marvel either. Let's see. And Monish just likes Blade, She-Hulk, Moon Knight, Ironheart, Ms. Marvel, and Shang-Chi. Tim's Talk says Doctor Strange is number one for me. Okay, so now let me go ahead and give you mine. So while I was going to run through each and every one of these, I think to save you all time and to just get to it, I'm going to let you know what's my most anticipated movie. Okay. While I've been saying Spider-Man No Way Home is going to be the biggest thing since sliced bread, it's actually not my most anticipated MCU project. So all that and a box of chocolates for me to not stick with my horse, right? But I will say my most anticipated project is Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. The reason why is because this movie is the opening, it is the gateway, it is the moment in time in which we're going to look, back 20 years from now, we're going to be like, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is what led us to Avengers 10, to Avengers 11. And because of that, there's just no way I can't put that as the most anticipated MCU project. That movie is just going to break records. We're going to be in a time where the movie theaters are back full force. The only thing that I will say is the maturity level to that movie and the horror vibe they're bringing to it. They're not going full on horror like they initially kind of wanted to, but it's still going to retain a lot of things. I mean, even look at the branding. Look at the thing. It looks very Wes Craven like. It looks like I said, it looks scary. And because of that, we're going to get Avengers Light. So again, Captain America Civil War type of movie in the sense of the characters we might bring in, the characters we're going to get to see. Although it's not an Avengers movie, you get to, experience multiple IPs in one movie. We're going to get WandaVision. We're going to get Spiderman. We're going to get Doctor Strange. We're probably going to get Thor. I think it's going to be one of those movies where, again, we look back in 20 years and we just marvel. That's a good one. We just marvel at what Kevin Feige and the whole team was able to achieve. This is going to open up the world for Quantumania, which will then bring in the big baddie of the next few episodes of the next few movies, which is Kang the Conqueror. It's going to bring us different iterations of all the characters we love and know. So what would you guys do in the chat really quick? I want to see you guys. I want to see, like, what would be your reaction if you saw it through a portal or you saw it through like a variant timeline and you saw Tom Cruise as Iron Man walk through, or you saw John Krasinski as Captain America walk through, John Krasinski being Jim from The Office. Do you see what I'm saying? So this Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness would be mad. Like, no pun intended. That's why they're calling it that, because we're going to get all these different iterations carrying over also all the stuff from Spider-Man No Way Home, which we're hoping is Toby and we're hoping is Andrew, and we already know is Alfred Molina as Doc Ock, and Electro, Jamie Foxx. So, I mean, just hearing the fact that I can talk about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness for years on end is why it's my most anticipated project. Now, one thing one of you in the chat did, which I liked, was to break it up in two, which was what's your most anticipated movie and what's your most anticipated series. So now let me go over to which series. And for me, that is Blade. Oh my gosh, wait. Blade or Moon Knight? Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. All right, if I had to stick to my guns, I'm going to go with Blade, simply for the fact that Mahershala Ali is one of my favorite actors. I think he is, and I'm very interested to see what they're going to do with it not being rated R. I think that it's going to work. While Blade is a certified R movie like it should be, I just think that the power, or, oh man, see, like, I'm talking about it, but I'm also looking at Moon Knight. I'm looking at Moon Knight and I just can't sit here and say Blade or Moon Knight. Oh my gosh, you guys are watching a live debate within my head, and I don't know which one to pick. So I already have my movie. My movie is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. But for a Disney Plus series, jeez Louise. Oh my gosh. So if you guys don't know, Moon Knight is supposed to be like the Marvel's version of Batman per se, or the closest thing to it. And so I'm just thinking, well, Batman's my favorite character of all time in any, no matter what fandom, no matter what, which comic books. Oh man. So, and then it's Oscar Isaac. So Oscar Isaac, is going to come through. I mean, you already know. What the heck? I don't know what to do, guys. Oh, man. I need your guys' help. But I will say this. I think that between Blade and Moon Knight, I think the one I'm most interested in, the one I just don't know what's going to happen, the one I just don't know is how they're going to go about it, the filmmaking process, the atmosphere they're going to build. So me, I'm a huge fan of like how they've built Loki so far, the series. It seems very like dark. It looks like it's filmic, like the way they shot it. Just as a filmmaker, as a producer, and as a fan, Loki really brings those three things together, and I think Blade will do the same. I think I'm really going to get inspired creatively. I think I'm going to get really hyped as a fan, and I think as a producer, I'm going to be looking at all the things, at what they did and why they did it. So, to answer that long-winded question, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness will be my most anticipated movie, and Blade will be my most anticipated Disney Plus series. I said it. Let's go. Give this video, guys, a thumbs up if you're enjoying yourself. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of this. And that is my segue, my midway point, because now I want to go back to the chat. And the chat says, really quick, I see Coffee Talkin' Tech is in the house. Thank you for that, Coffee Talkin' Tech. Hello and happy. I didn't know today was an observance day, meaning a holiday. So happy holiday, happy Monday. But you know, since it's Monday, and I promised this show to be Monday through Friday, I wanted to make sure I came on today, and I'm having a blast. So, and by the way, guys, if you have not already checked out Coffee Talkin' Tech's channel, I highly suggest it. It's an awesome channel, and I gain a lot from it, especially as a filmmaker, as a live streamer. It's an awesome channel. So William says Moon Knight is going to be super sick. Yeah, if you've seen already the like choreography, the fight choreography, if you've seen Oscar Isaac, the way he looks, it's Oscar freaking Isaac, man. Like, it's going to be amazing. Monish is going to sleep. We'll see you later, Monish. Thank you so much for being here. You know, we are here whenever you are available. And here we go. William says Mahershala Ali was amazing in Moonlight, hence why he won the Best Supporting Actor at the Oscars and why Moonlight won Best Picture. And that was the year they kind of messed up who won versus La La Land and and Moonlight. That was one for the books. But glad Moonlight won. And yeah, so Talia's in the house. Hello, Talia. Just finished watching Loki episode 4 for the third time. Hey, wow, that episode deserves 3+ for sure. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten to see it 3 times. It's only been twice, but I think by tomorrow I'll probably have watched it 4 times. That episode was just, seriously, I keep saying it's the best Marvel episode there's been so far, compared to any Marvel series they've done. It's not the best Disney Plus episode I've seen so far. That is reserved, and I think, well, I don't know what will ever bump it out. But Luke Skywalker, oh, spoiler alert, Mandalorian season 2 finale. That's it. Here we go. Tim's Talk says Moon Knight, if it's anything like Batman, it will be amazing. Seriously, going back to that point, which is you put Moon Knight together with the showrunners or the people that are making it, together with Kevin Feige, together with Oscar Isaac, and together with its IP, meaning like it's what Moon Knight is supposed to be. Oh my God, they chose the perfect cast. They chose their branding, if you can see right on screen. Moon Knight. I mean, look at the branding. Look at like what it's already feeling like. I'm really excited for it. So, if it's anything like Batman, it will be amazing. I truly, truly believe that. Jonas says, there's still so much for me to unpack, and I've seen it 5 times. Here we go. Tomorrow night, we'll bump it out. Yep. Yeah, there we go. Jonah, I like that one. So that's to the point of me not knowing if anything will ever bump out Mandalorian season 2 finale. But Jonah, I love where your head's at right now. Tomorrow night, we'll bump it out. And everybody, I just want to say Lizzie has now arrived. Well, she won't be on screen, but she has arrived in the chat. But if she was on screen, I most likely would not be right where I'm sitting at. She would have to be in the middle. If you know, you know. William says episode 5 is going to be so good. Yes, episode 5, to Jonah's point, I hope it knocks out my #1 Disney Plus show episode ever. And according to Tom Hiddleston, shout out to all the Hiddlestans. Tom Hiddleston has said that episode 5 and episode 4 were going to be bonkers. He did not see it coming, and we're all going to lose our shiitake. And because of that, in Feige we trust, and in this show, Loki, we trust. Shout out to Kate Herron. Shout out to the showrunner. Shout out to Natalie Holt, the composer. Shout out to everybody that works on it, because it has turned out amazing. Favorite Marvel Disney Plus show thus far. Yeah. Oh, and then going back to this. So everybody out there right now, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. And tomorrow, Loki, Loki episode 5, we're gonna have a watch party. So you already know we start about 2 hours before the actual episode starts, and then when that happens, we talk for like the first 2 hours. We just hang out, and then boom, the episode drops. We live react right here with you. And then after that, we have that post party where we come back and just like share all our thoughts and get to vibe out together as a fandom, as Filmtopians. And but we're also going to do the same thing for Black Widow, which is Friday, whenever July 9th is for you or wherever it drops. The minute it drops, we are going to live stream the same way. We're going to get on a few hours before and we're just going to vibe. Vibes. But I see more people are trickling in. Let's see. Let's see. Anthony's in the house. Shout out to my main man, Anthony. Thank you, Anthony. This is a great look, Rick. Pulling for you, fan. Here, let me do it. Let's go. That's an Anthony Let's Go trademarked and everything. Anthony, love you, man. Love you. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Lizzie says, Jonah, please no. What is she saying no to? Oh, Jonah says Tom Holland as Loki in a multiverse of madness, maybe. Chito Chan is in the house. Let's go, Chito Chan. Thank you for being here. Chito Chan, I know you're doing Marvel stuff on your channel, so that's awesome. You know, keep it going. You know, we're here to pull for you. We're here to support you. Let's see. Pyro Hell says, yup. To William, which is, are you talking about the Wrecking Crew? Oh, the Wrecking Crew in She-Hulk, or reportedly. Yeah, I did see something about that. I'm not too caught up on that, but I did see like a picture where they said that the Wrecking Crew would show up in She-Hulk. By the way, I want to make sure you guys know that on this slide here, She-Hulk, even though I didn't really mention it, I will say that She-Hulk is right behind Blade and Moon Knight for me. I think that, oh my gosh, going on to a point Anthony made a few days ago, which was hoping Universal lets go of the Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, the Hulk, right? The Hulk, its IP and all that stuff. And I said that I think I woke up one day and I was just thinking to myself, I had this spidey sense, like I had this tingling where I think Universal and Disney are currently working out some sort of deal to either license or to just outright give the Hulk back to Marvel and the MCU. I think, like I said, a Hulk movie is imminent. Not that it would start shooting or anything because they haven't revealed anything, but I do think that we are going to get the Hulk in more than just a supporting role. Let's see. Yeah, Jonah says Anthony is in the house. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Lizzie also says hi, Anthony. Let's go. Anthony says Jonah vibes, baby, vibes. Really quick, a little tangent, a little variant timeline. William says, how about them Bucks? So for you guys, and this is why it's still relevant, because if you guys know, the NBA Finals start Tuesday, tomorrow. And because of that, it is run on ABC. That's where you get to watch it. So we have the Bucks, the Milwaukee Bucks, and we have the Phoenix Suns in the finals, which I was telling Jonah and Anthony, I can't believe, I don't remember the last time two small market teams made it to the NBA Finals. I don't know what that's going to do for the ratings of the NBA, of the finals. I truly just don't know which way it's going to go. I would not be surprised if they got really high ratings, and then I wouldn't be surprised if it got really low ratings. But here's the thing. The reason why I want to talk about it is because then that leads to the question, well, what is ABC willing to do to get those ratings up? Does that mean attaching Loki episode 5 and 6 huge promo, or like some sort of thing we're really not expecting from Loki, attaching something to that, to the NBA Finals? Does it mean Spider-Man No Way Home, instead of it dropping with the Black Widow movie, like I suggested, maybe it will be attached, like Jonah said, to the NBA Finals, to the one of the games. Because I know they've done that for like Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. They've done like huge movies, like the end of a trilogy, the end of an era movies, and they've attached it to NBA games or Monday Night Football games. And so it poses the question: what is Marvel, is Disney, is ABC willing to do to get the NBA Finals ratings up? Will they show us anything huge from either Marvel or Star Wars? And with that, guys, with that, let's see. Let's go back to the chat. Anthony says, I'm literally torn. Martial arts movies are my jam, but magic is my love. I love that right there. It's like choosing between two kids. Yeah. No, but I love the way you put it. Martial arts movies are my jam, but magic is my love. And knowing you, Anthony, I can totally see how that is. You are a martial arts movie expert, or you are a like one of a kind when it comes to martial arts movies, but you've stated time and time again that magic is your like first and true love. Oh man. All right, here we go. And I think I see this next one. Anthony says, gonna commit Shang-Chi 1 and Doctor Strange 2. Wow. I did not see that coming. That's pretty cool though. Let's go. I love it. And William actually has a great question for us. Let's go over here. William says, hey Filmtopia, and to the chat, are there any movies / shows that you aren't looking as forward to as other projects? Of course, it's all MCU and in Feige we trust, but you know what I mean. All right, so for me, if there's one project that like I'm really not, like I guess, excited about, I'm sorry, but it's the Marvels. I just don't know, like, I think it's suffering. I think the Marvels is really, really suffering from the fact that it was brought in a little too late in the Infinity War saga. And then you just got like and then like the negativity around the choosing, or not the choosing, but like over Brie Larson and her, either her portrayal or her, just like her as the actress being attached to this movie. Well, I have no problem or no issues with Brie Larson, and I love Brie Larson, but just that it's giving me very like the Marvels and Captain Marvel and just like that sector of Marvel right now, the MCU on screen, like it feels very I hate to say this, but very Star Wars-y, division like, and I don't like that. I like that the MCU has been very good up until this point, to where it's really it satisfies a lot of people. There's not too much argument about like casting, or there's not too much argument about, you know, what's going on. Now, maybe in certain parts of the internet that's the case, but I'm not in those ecosystems and those echo chambers. Like in my head, like I just know that everything Marvel's put out to this point has had a very positive reception. So with Captain Marvel and the Marvels coming out, I don't know. It feels very divisive in terms of like the fandom. I hope that that movie's able to bring stuff together and we can all kumbaya again. But William, to answer that point, that's kind of mine. I let's see. Anthony says Milwaukee is Chicago light. Oh man. Oh, here we go. Jonah says, I can't wait for the introduction of Inhumans to the MCU. Kamala does blaze a path for them, as well as Kang being a villain with a huge history of being confronted by the Inhumans. Yes, so the last of Inhumans we got to see was via Fox 21st Century or 20th Century Studios. But you guys know that Disney bought them out. So when they put out Inhumans, they didn't really have a plan, or it didn't really have a follow-up plan. So that was unfortunate. I know they needed to make their money back, or at least a little. So they put it out, but I wish it maybe would have just stayed. Jonah needs some MCU Black Bolt. Lizzie says, I know a lot of friends are really pumped for the game, even up here. Oh, there you go. William says, true that. The Cubs falling off this past month. It looks like I'm going to be rooting for the Brewers this postseason, the Milwaukee Brewers. Jonah thinks that during the NBA Finals games 4 through 5, one of those two, if we get to 5, they will release the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. Anthony, of course, my man. Tim's talk, just to confirm, just to give you what I know so far, there has been no confirmation from any official site, from any officials anywhere, that Toby is confirmed in Spider-Man. That is not the case. It is pure speculation right now, but there is heavy speculation. And when there's heavy speculation by respected news sources, where there's smoke, there's fire. I remember a lot of the people and a lot of the outlets that are saying stuff were on the same train with the Justice League, Zack Snyder Justice League released the Snyder Cut. And while there's, people that just jumped on the hype train to talk about it, and then there's people that are actually reporting on it, those that reported on it ended up being right. So it's sort of the same thing right now with the Toby stuff. That's how I'm gauging all this. There you go. Anthony said it. Perfect. Or Anthony agrees with me. I hate to say this, but to William's question, which was which one's your least anticipated project? Not that you hate it or anything, but what's your least anticipated? It's for Anthony, it's Miss Marvel, and that's what mine was as well. Chito Chan on the opposite of that says, I am looking forward to Spider-Man No Way Home and Wakanda Forever. I love that. I love that. Here we go. Here's Anthony's explanation. She's too close to Mr. Fantastic for me, but I am glad to see Indian people getting some representation. Let's go, baby. Representation matters. You guys already know. Same here at Filmtopia. Inclusivity at all times. And yeah, so I love to see that. And like I said, I'm really excited, but at the same time, the one thing about the Marvels for me is, like I said, that divisiveness that I feel coming. Lizzie says, I'm not super excited for Hawkeye. I'm thinking mostly because I'm a huge comic Hawkeye fan, and they've really strayed from that on screen. Oh, I like that, Lizzie. There we go. That's a good one. I'm glad we got one other than the one me and Anthony said. Jonah thinks that, the Marvels won't be the greatest. Let's see. Ooh, let's see. William agrees with Lizzie that, you want more of a comic like Hawkeye on screen. That's valid. Oh man. I thought we all agreed not to mention the Inhumans TV show. Oh man. William says, didn't Inhumans get a 15% Rotten Tomatoes? I never paid too much attention to Rotten Tomatoes, but damn, a 15? I can't confirm or deny whether. Here, how about this? We'll look it up together. What is it? It's called Inhumans Rotten Tomatoes. Here we go. And here we go. It went the other way. William, it's not 15. It's 11. It is 11. Oh my Lantis. I don't know what to. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Oh, Anthony says, shout out to my man Reddick. Reddick must be in the chat somewhere. I must have missed it. But Reddick, if you are in here, shout out to you, my man. You already know, fellow Stafftopian. Thank you. Let's see. Pyro Hell says, I don't know. Miss Marvel could be a surprise for everyone. It would depend a lot on how they manage to introduce her new powers. Okay, so one thing, Pyro Hell. I'm excited for Miss Marvel, but I'm not excited for the Marvels. So going back to, here we go. So let me see. Oops. So Pyro Hell, really quick. I'm excited for Miss Marvel, but I'm not excited for the Marvels. And the reason why is it goes back to that same thing. It feels very divisive just because of just how Captain Marvel and all that stuff played out, and so yeah, that's my opinion on that. And yeah, Pyro Health says 11%. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Oh man. But anyways, guys. So speaking of, and I hate the way I'm gonna transition to this, but speaking of the way I'm gonna transition to this last topic is speaking of divisive fandoms or things that I really hope repair themselves very soon. I want to show you guys this last topic, and some could say it should have been the first, but now we are here and we're going to talk about it, and that is the first look at Star Wars anime, guys. In the chat right now, I need you guys to light it up. I need you guys to let me know, what were your guys' thoughts? Have you seen it? Star Wars Visions is going to be an anthology series by Lucasfilm, by Star Wars, where they're going over to these super famous anime houses, production houses, and they're using the teams at these famous production houses to create one episode for this anthology of anime Star Wars. So in the chat really quick, I need you guys to run it up and let me know what you guys think. And while you guys do that, I'm going to go ahead and let you know what I thought. And let me preface it by saying I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I think for me, if I had to choose between Marvel and Star Wars, like kind of like what Anthony said earlier, which is Marvel is my jam, but Star Wars is my first love. Kind of like in the same vein as Kevin Feige. He's actually the same way. He's the head of Marvel, but he like 3 times loves Star Wars even more. But that's not to poop on either of them. So with that said, that's my preface. So because that's my preface, I want you guys to know I am not a part of like the fandom in Star Wars, which is divisive. No. I stray away from that a lot, and I want you guys to as well. So, but what I want to say about Star Wars Visions is, at least from the trailer, it didn't feel like Star Wars to me. It felt off. And while I never expected to like come on here and say something like that, I just can't help it. I can't sit here and like fake the funk. But I will tell you this. I think it has potential to just completely uproot what I just said, and it might be the best thing Star Wars ever done. Like, I'm serious. I really think that it has the potential to do that. But from the trailers and stuff that I saw, and let me show you guys just like we're going to run through. Oops. Here we go. Okay. So when you look at this, right, while it looks incredible and like there's a lot of positives from this, I didn't get that like it felt like Star Wars. And it doesn't have to do with like this, like the fact that it's anime, because, and you know why I can attest to that, guys? The reason why I can attest to why anime could work in Star Wars is you guys have to look up this one video where they did like Star Wars anime. This was like years ago, like a few years ago. And it was a fan-made movie, and it was a Star Wars anime, like squadron, X-Wing battle. It was awesome. And that looked incredible. It felt like Star Wars, but it felt like Star Wars via anime. And that was like one of the best experiences when I first watched it. It got me so hyped. It got me super, super duper hyped. And then that was just a fan-made film. I'm like, okay, that's just like a enjoy, because we're never going to see that. And then Investor Days come for Disney, and they reveal 10 new projects over the next X amount of years, and they announce an anthology series of Star Wars anime. And when they said that, my mind was blown. I wish Filmtopia would have been around back then so we could have done live reactions, because you guys should have seen like that day I was going crazy, especially with Obi-Wan and all those things. But yeah, for me, this, here we go. This honestly, how about this? It's not that I'm not excited for Star Wars Visions, the show. It's just the promo, like the little thing they came out with the other day, didn't like properly engage me via Star Wars. It felt like Love Death Robots on Netflix. It felt just not Star Wars like, and I don't know what it was. I think it was the fact, you know what I think it was? I think it was the fact that they did like a special look. As you can see here, this is not a trailer, this is just like a special look. So you've got like interview style, so that like Lucasfilm executives are talking about it. And while I love, sometimes even love that more than a trailer, I thought Visions, if it's coming out, because reportedly it's coming out in December, or not December, September. It, I just don't know why they didn't put out a trailer first, because what we needed was that what do you call it? The score. We needed a musical score to accompany this, to ingratiate us into anime, via or Star Wars anime. But since they did it trying to explain it with words, everybody, by the way, if you're a filmmaker out there, remember, show, don't tell. That's the reason why you have a visual medium, because if you wanted to tell, then writing a book would be a better avenue. But if you're doing a visual medium, the best way to do something is to show people. And so show via either visual or audio, because that goes all into movie making. And so I just think a trailer would have done this a lot more justice. I'm going to head over to the chat really quick, because I'm pretty sure you guys went berserk on that. Let's see. Anthony says, no, I don't like it. Yeah, see, as you can tell, I'm not the only one that's not in total excitement about it. Now, on my end, right, it's not that I don't like it. It's just I don't think it ingratiated me as a Star Wars fan. If you take away the Star Wars name, I'm hyped for this because it's anime. But for Star Wars, I needed a little bit more. I needed something else. Here we go. Anthony says, American concepts that have been given the anime treatment almost never works. And while I can see where you're coming from, Anthony, but I would say this. Here, really quick. Let me see if I can find it. Really quick. You guys get to see my beautiful face until I look this up, mate. Okay. What am I looking up? Star Wars anime. X-Wing scene. Okay, here we go. Okay. Where'd it go? Alright. Okay, really quick. So I got to show you guys this. So if you type into YouTube, or do this afterwards, after this live stream, but if you do this afterwards, type in Star Wars anime X-Wing. It's called the TIE Fighter Remaster Star Wars anime short film. Anthony, I really want your opinion on what, if you watch this, and then let me know if this was like a different experience for you. Because this is an American concept, but I think it worked into anime. Like, I am so geeked off of this short film. It's so cool. Seriously, it's like really cool. But here, let's go back to this one, and let's go back to the chat. Here we go. William also agrees with Anthony on that point, which is to American concepts not working with anime. Oh, check this out. Yeah, so Jonah says, great point. Thank you, Jonah. Star Wars Visions is not canon, so don't for a minute think that it's canon, which makes me hopeful for this series to become something special. With that said, I hope they animate Legends content. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Wow, that'd be actually... No. But Legends content, I think Lucasfilm, just make physical series. Please make real series. We will eat it up. We'll be okay if we don't If you don't consider it canon, it's fine. But give it to us. Just give it to us. William says, I always tell people I'm not a fan of anime, but that's such a better way of putting it to Anthony. Okay. Hey, I love that. Okay, so Anthony says, I've seen all the Marvel properties that were done this way, and they were terrible with the exception of Wolverine. They were terrible. Let's see. Chito Chan says, I thought it was an interesting combination. It could also bring more fans to the Star Wars franchise. I think personally that the show could work with the fight scenes and artwork. So going back to Jonah's point, which is this is not canon. So that already will win some people over. They'll be like, okay, so this is a separate thing. This is a standalone. This is do not worry about it touching like my Star Wars or whatever. I put that in quotes. But I will say that this is a concept I was very looking forward to when I saw that short film. The only thing is this teaser, this special look, did not get me as hyped as I thought. I think I retweeted this on Twitter. I put it on Twitter and I retweeted it, and I hadn't even watched it yet. I just retweeted it because I'm like, I'm gonna watch it, so I might as well just whatever. So I had retweeted it before I watched it, and when I watched it, I was like, oh man, like I did not walk away all like geeked like I usually do, and that worried me. But then with some time, I kind of figured out why. I kind of try to put things together, and it was because it was a special look. Here we go. Anthony says, styles make for different films. This is why I wasn't enthusiastic about Tarantino doing a Star Wars film. Oh, exactly. Can you imagine Spock telling Kirk, and it was, a Star Trek film, sorry. Can you imagine Spock telling Kirk, freaking illogical captain? Oh, man. No, yeah, I actually kind of agree on the Tarantino note where he was reportedly, and I think I've heard it from his own mouth that he was in talks to direct a Star Trek film, and kind of glad that didn't happen for two reasons. One, I love how Tarantino has his own anthology of films, and I would love for him to just be his own director versus directing another property. And then two, I just don't think Star Trek and Tarantino was the right fit. That would have been very interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. Here we go. Anthony says, I've seen it, Rick. So Robotech style anime, yes, but Dragon Ball style anime, no. You know what? Maybe that's why I really loved it, because it's very Dragon Ball GT-esque. If you guys haven't seen Dragon Ball GT, it was very similar to that one. I mean, literally, they were using the same artist. Here we go. Watch this is for everybody, guys. Anthony says, watch Marvel Future Avengers on Disney Plus, and you will see where I am coming from. I promise. Thank you for that, Anthony. That's a great point. I'm gonna watch it, and I recommend everybody else to watch it. And during one of our next Filmtopia lives, we'll kind of bring this up again and see if Marvel Future Avengers was an indication of whether or not this is gonna be. And Jonah says, language. I guess I gotta tip the curse jar. I could have sworn I said it in my head, and then I realized I said it out loud. And Jonah's on the other side of the fence on this one, which is I actually really enjoyed Marvel Future Avengers. So, I just want to go ahead and wrap up the Star Wars thing, and I'll just kind of burst through it. So, like with for every 5 seconds. So, like, for example, they have, again, different studios taking part in this, right? Different animation studios from Japan, which is awesome. And I can't, off the top of my head, tell you which movies they've made, like famous ones they've made, but they have made some really good ones. I remember from seeing that yesterday. As you can see, it looks like anime, guys. It looks very different. Oh, for example, this is the director of Akakiri and the co-founder of Science Saru. And again, Science Saru is like the company that Lucasfilm is contracting. Akakiri is the episode in which this director is directing. But as you can see on screen, this is why I'm super pumped about it, or super pumped for them about it, is when I heard of this Star Wars project, I thought it was like a dream. Because one of the things you hear one of the executives on from Lucasfilm saying is that Star Wars has fans everywhere. So that they had heard and they had garnered and gathered information that a lot of anime studios, a lot of people in Japan were very excited, or the animation studios in Japan were huge Star Wars fans when they started getting to know them. So it was like icing on the cake for them. And then as well as, other companies around the world are huge, massive Star Wars fans. So it must be a dream come true. I can only imagine what it must be like to get approached by Lucasfilm and be like, yeah, we're working on this project. I don't know. You guys interested? I would, oh my gosh. But yeah, so, and look, another director, another filmmaker that's attached to this Star Wars Visions project says on screen, it says, I thought, finally. So as you can see, these filmmakers involved have great intentions, and I think they're going to hit their, what do you call it? Their chance out of the ballpark. They're going to hit it out of the ballpark because this is their chance at finally getting to show the world their vision of Star Wars and their skill and technique of anime and combine that. So again, going back to my only thing was this special look teaser or trailer or whatever you want to call it. That's the one thing I just couldn't connect with. That looks really cool. It looks really cool, but again, I maybe need a John Williams score to just really make me believe. Yeah. Really quick. So let's go back to the chat. Hold on. William says, I'm excited at the fact that it's not canon. I'm looking forward to the trailer. Yes, exactly, William. Exactly. Same here. Anthony says, I got to run. Have a great rest of your show. Great job, guys. See you tomorrow night. Let's go. All right. Much love, Anthony. Thank you so much for stopping by today. And we'll see you tomorrow. We'll talk to you tomorrow. And Anthony says to smash that like button. Yeah, guys, if you're in here really quick, I know we're wrapping up, but if you haven't already, hit that like button. Share this video with your friends. Share Filmtopia with your friends now, guys. We're at a point now where Filmtopia is it's moving. It's moving. We have our vision. We have a heading. Like Jack Sparrow would say, we have a heading. But I really like it because now I think we've done enough. We're doing enough to where you, the audience member, would feel comfortable telling your friends about it, telling your mom about it, telling whoever about it, someone in an elevator about it, because you know that over here we got a good thing going on with great people in the best community, my fellow Filmtopians, and whoever you guys tell about here, I'm gonna do my best to make sure that they have a grand old time just how you guys have it. And to be honest, we're barely scratching the surface. If you guys think you're having fun right now, if you guys think you're having fun with everything we've put out thus far, I want to say this is just the beginning. Like, even this Filmtopia Live, we're only on episode number 3. Just imagine in your head, it's kind of like Avengers 7. Avengers 3, Avengers 4 was awesome. Now imagine what Avengers 7 might be like. And that's the same concept I can say about Filmtopia. Yeah, William says, take it easy, Ant. He'll see you later. Let's see. Have a great day, Ant. Disney Blog is in the house, everybody. Everybody say hello to Rob, aka Disney Blog. He has an amazing channel. If you have any desire, any inkling, or any plans to hit up Disney World or Disneyland, right there, that show, right, or that channel is for you. Disney Blog will get you ready, prepared, and excited about hitting up Disneyland or Disney World. So go give them a like, go give them a subscribe. Definitely is worthy of it because I love that channel. Let's see. Yeah, Anthony's saying peace out to the fam. Disney says, I don't talk to people on elevators. How about on the sidewalk? Oh man. Jonas says, I think Ricky's the only one that does that. Possibly, possibly. Pre-COVID, possibly. Mark Smith says Star Wars has done nothing but disappoint me, so no expectations. And yes, and that with that right there, we'll wrap up the Star Wars like talk. Mark Smith, thank you for that. I can totally see where you're coming on this. But what I'm hoping to do here at Filmtopia is we're gonna figure out a way to get in touch with Lucasfilm one day, and we're gonna start working with them, and we're gonna get this fandom back. We're going to get everything to be copacetic. We're going to get everybody on the same page and back to where everybody's loving Star Wars, kind of the same way everybody loves Marvel. While there's a few differences here and there, for the most part, Marvel is one of a kind. But with that said, Star Wars talk is over, Marvel talk is over, and that is where our show is going to end for the day. I just want to say thank you to all of you that are in here, to all of you that showed up, to all of you watching the replay. I know today was a holiday, even though I didn't realize that holidays happen after the actual holiday, if the holiday's on the weekend, which is interesting. But yeah, so today was a Filmtopia Live episode number 3. And today's episode was a great one as well. It was a little different because I don't have my awesome co-host with me today. But tomorrow they will be back for the back to regular scheduled programming. And but today wanted to do this alone just because, again, it was a long weekend. Enjoyed the weekend. Plus, wanted to find out what this is like to do, solo dolo because, for example, one day. They might be on vacation. One day I might be on vacation. So, there may be days where you see only one person on Filmtopia Live. But I want to also let you guys know in the chat and on the replay, right? In the comments down below, please leave me an intro for tomorrow's show. Tuesday, episode 4 of Filmtopia Live. I want you guys to type in, hi, my name is Ricky. This is Filmtopia. And blank blank. That blank blank should be a movie quote or something. Yeah, like a famous movie quote or a famous something TV show quote. And I will say that to start the show. For example, I said something earlier that you guys could use, which is, hi, my name is Ricky. This is Filmtopia. And we have our heading. And that's from like Pirates of the Caribbean, Jack Sparrow. But yeah, you guys get the picture. Why so serious? All these different quotes you could possibly put them in the chat or put them in the comments down below if you're watching the replay. Means a lot. And also, it's a way for you to become a part of the show. I'm trying to figure out different ways to have everybody become more a part of the show. I have some really, really cool ideas actually that I'm not ready to share yet because I still got to think on them. But there's definitely going to be ways I've figured out. The long weekend helped as to how to get you guys on, how to make you feel really, really a part of it. So with that said, everybody, I'm going to look at the chat one last time. Jonas says one last thing, go watch Bad Batch. And Lizzie says, Rick, watch Bad Batch. I like this one. Here, I think this is it. Hi, my name is Ricky. This is Filmtopia, and I still haven't seen Bad Batch. Oh, God, that's a great one. I really, really love that one. Oh, I like this one. Pyro Hell. This is Filmtopia, and I have spoken. Oh, man. Oh, I don't know which one I'm going to use, but here's the thing. I will have it literally. Let's say you guys ended up commenting like 12 things. The beauty is then those get stockpiled. And I will use them at some point. If we get to a point where there's so many, which I hope we do, and I know we will, I'll probably do one at the intro and one at the outro. So I'll be like, hi, my name is Ricky. This is Filmtopia, and blah, 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 blah. And then I'll sign off. So, but yeah, thank you, everybody, so much for lending us your time, for hanging out with us this holiday Monday, and for just talking movies, right? Like, this is the whole point of Filmtopia Live. It's so you catch up on your morning movie goodness. Like I said, as we grow, this will evolve, and we'll be able to really take on even more breaking news. We'll be able to take on just different things. So if you like that, make sure to give this a thumbs up. Make sure to hit that subscribe button because a lot of great things are coming. But with that said, tomorrow, Loki episode 5 watch party is going to be lit. I think it might break the internet. I think it's going to be Filmtopia's biggest like moment, biggest like event type of thing. So if you're interested, please stop by tomorrow. Tell your friends. I need you guys. I'm gonna post it today, like the watch stream, like kind of waiting room, and hopefully you guys can share it with literally everybody and their mother, everybody and their friend. Let's see. Let's try to hit 500 new Filmtopians tomorrow. Let's try to hit a chat where I can't even like keep up with it anymore. And let's just do it. So, let's see. Crash has stopped by, so thank you for that. Drop by to say hello. Vibes, see you soon. See, I love the community already knows the vibes. I don't even need to say it. You guys already know. Oh man, we got to get an Anthony vibes sound effect because he says it immaculately. Jonas has 150 subs coming in hot. Hey man, I'm grateful for any sub that I can get. For example, last week was crazy to see all those new Filmtopians trickle in. So I'm gonna try to just play it by ear, but wow, that would be incredible. Oh, and then thank you for that, William. Yes, everybody. So not on top of not only the Loki live stream watch party we're doing tomorrow, we're doing the Black Widow watch party on whenever it drops for you. So whenever it drops for you, that's when we'll be doing it. Hang out at the pre-show that day, hang out at the post-show, hang out during the actual watch party. It's gonna be lit. Yeah. Jonas says 500 new. I meant get to 500, but if we got 500 new Filmtopians, oh my God, I would have to do that 1,000 giveaway, that 1,000 subscriber giveaway, which is going to be humongous, guys. If you guys have ever been part of a Filmtopia watch party, a Filmtopia live stream giveaway, if you guys like those, or if you guys thought I'm pretty giving in those, I just want to let you guys know I'm gonna go bananas for whenever we hit 1,000. It's like you guys will be essentially like invited to like a party, like an online party, and I'm gonna show you guys a great time. I'll tell you that. Maybe if you watch the Bad Batch. Oh, William said you Darvish made All-Star. So no, hold on. I did not see. I've only caught up. I only knew Tatis was in it. And then I think last night or this morning I saw on the ticker on a sports show, it said 4 Padres had made the All-Star team. So I know it's Cronenworth. You said Darvish now and Tatis. So I'm trying to see who the fourth one is. But Jonas says Padres have the most All-Stars. Hold on. Has the most All-Stars of any team in the NL. Let's go, baby. That's why the ticker said Padres has 4. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't, because the voting and stuff prior to Thursday, the only one that was really up there was Tatis. The other ones were like either 3rd, 4th. So, but because they take into account like coaches' votes and all those stuff, woo! Let's go. Oh yeah. Lizzie says if we get to 500, I'd be dyeing my hair blue. So everybody, if you want to see Lizzie, which she'll be on the streams, on the live streams, live watch party, she will dye her hair blue the next time we see her if we hit 500 subscribers. Or is it 1,000? I don't remember. Oh yeah, but William says true, Jonah, but I only care about Darvish because he's a former Cub. Yes, we like hijacked him from the Cubs. We if there was legalized robbery, that's what we did. And then he likes Tatis. Let's go. Okay, there we go. So we got Cronenworth, nice. Melanson and Tatis. Melanson's in it. Let's go. So deserving, man. Freaking love it. See, guys, that's why I love Filmtopia and I love Filmtopia Live, because we can talk about anything. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, the turquoise switch. Okay, yeah, there we go. Lizzie says she would dye her hair at 1,000. So she's saying if we assemble 500 more Filmtopians than we already have. So at 1,000, she will dye her hair blue. Yeah. Awesome. All right, everybody. Well, I've kept you around long enough. Thank you so much for hanging out at this morning talk show, at this morning movie talk show that happens Monday through Friday. And we start at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. And you guys have been wonderful, awesome today. I'm really excited about where all this is heading. And I can send you guys a million thanks, but I'll do you one better. I'll send you 1,000,001 thanks for everything you have ever done for me, for Filmtopia, and just for being on this journey with me. Seriously. Will, you've been here since like the very, 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 very beginning. And it blows my mind. I'm super, super like stoked. Jonah, Lizzie, Anthony, as Stafftopians, as friends of the channel. It's just incredible. People like Crash, Pyro Hell. Pyro Hell's another one that was here early on. It's just awesome. And then to now see like people like Melanie Griezmere, Disney Blog, Coffee Talking Tech, Heather Ramirez, Tom Buck. The list goes on. To see them as now my like friends in this space, like my contemporaries, fellow content creators. That's so awesome to see them in here too. So, all right, everybody. Well, with that said, let's go and have ourselves a great rest of Monday holiday observance, July 4th day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern, at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard. And with that, guys, vibes. All right, everybody. Peace.